Hi there everybody. Well, going live again today, and I don't know who will come on because I'm not a little bit later than my normal time. So we'll just see who comes on and see who'd like to say hello to us all. And I'll just get this thing up and running. And we'll see who's coming on. Excuse me. Always seem to cough and God knows what when I go live. Oh, hi there, Matt. Great to see you, and thanks for coming by. And I don't know if we'll get any shout outs today or just see who comes on and who wants to chat and share some stories. So that will be most interesting just to see who we have. Just getting everything started here, and the sun's shining in a funny direction here, so it's you know, going to be a bit of an annoyance, but anyways, never mind. And it will be interesting just to see who we will get. Oh, hi there, Troy. Great to see you. Yeah, things are very difficult here again, as always. It's lockdown number 6, and we can't speak of that too much here. But yeah, you all know what goes on with that, and well, yeah, we'll leave that where it is. And for anybody who's new, please check out the links down below in the description. There's a donation link if anybody would like to help my channel out in that way, and also a merchandise link if you love my channel and wish to wear my merchandise and advertise my channel by wearing my merchandise. Please do check that out as well. And a big hello to both you, Troy and Matt. Great to see you here and out here with a coffee. And of course I'm a bit later today because I did premiere a video at 3 AM this morning, so I thought, oh, I'll just sleep a couple more hours and run my live stream a bit later. So here we are, later than normal, and probably a few other people are running lives as well, so that could impact on how many we get here watching. But a good afternoon, evening to you all, and a big thank you for all of you who have come by here, and that's much appreciated. And really great to see anybody who's come here, and please do shout out my live on your social media or community tabs and whatever. It would be lovely if we did get some more people coming by here, but I guess we'll see what happens. And I will ask you all just to remember Andy and Peggy Page of Page Family Homestead, Our Journey Back. And I'll drop their link here in a minute and give them a big shout out, and please, you know, just remember them in your thoughts and prayers. Oh, hi there, Eric, great to see you. And Troy, you're drinking Bass Brew, right? Interesting. And of course here it's a Saturday morning we're just on 10:50 a.m. and current temperature 54 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if you can see that, the way this sun's just shining, or the light shining, it's making it very hard to show screen, so I probably won't be running as many shout outs as I normally do, but anybody else who's in blue, please do share out your friend's channel or your social media links, Twitter accounts, or anything like that. Yeah, I was able to put you in blue there, Eric, so that means that you can share out, like even your latest video, you could share that one out too, Eric, if you so desire. So, you know, if you've got a latest video you wish to share out on chat, please do so. My nose is dripping out here, and I'll get Peggy and Andy's channel up and give them a shout out as well while I think of it. So Page Family Homestead, and I'll run their link. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the screen as I share it up here to show you the channel banner, but I'll run their link. And give them a big shout out. So I'll just get their link up. Oh, that's awesome, Eric, and really nice to see you, and I'm wishing you having a great weekend, or great weekend to come. And I better get Peggy and Andy's channel shouted out. And my latest video is a multi-tool review, if that interests any of you, and I premiered that. It was 3 a.m. early this morning for me, so morning for you guys, I guess. And I'll just get Page Family Homestead, Our Journey Back, their link here shared out, and give them a big shout out. So what have you been busy at, Eric? I guess still summer holidays for you? Oh, and this coffee's getting cold quickly on me, but anyways, never mind. And I guess you've been fairly busy there, Troy. You're in South Florida, is that right? Or is it North Florida? I don't know, Arielle-Viking. And Matt, what have you been up to? And I'd love to see everybody share their stories of what they've been doing. Oh wow, that sounds amazing, Eric, and congratulations and well done. You'll have to do a video for your local TV station. That's amazing. And wishing you all the very best with that one, and hopefully all goes well there. And hopefully you get a few more followers out of that as well. Oh, Central Florida, just south of Orlando. Yeah, Arielle-Viking, you know how it is. And well, it's Groundhog Day here again, I guess you could call it. So you know, all this ongoing sort of makes Arielle even more blue. there, Michelle and Rob, and thank you for coming by. And for those who don't know, I'm situated in Lockdown City, Victoria Stan Prison Island, or to translate that, Melbourne City, Victoria State, Australia. And you know, I just shake my head. This is number 6, and you know, dear leader decided just to snap that one on at 8 p.m. Thursday evening. So you know, there's going to be another round of small businesses closing up permanently, and a round of more people jobless. So it's all very, very, very depressing. And you know, the economy here absolutely devastated. And you know, I went shopping just a couple of days ago, and everything just keeps getting more and more and more expensive. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here next. I'll end up being out on the streets, bloody panhandling or something like that. The way this economy's going, nobody will have any coins to put into the tin, so we won't speak of that too much. Oh yes, lots of heavy rains where you are, Eric, and lots of floods. Wow. And hopefully things settle down there, and your weather gets, you know, improves a little bit. Fingers crossed there, Eric. I should share this one out to social media, and hopefully we'll get a few more people coming by, and you know, more viewers, more watchers would help me out no end too, of course. So I'll get this one back up, and we'll share this one out on all the social media that I have. And if you've got community tabs or social media, please do share my live stream out, and hopefully we get a few people coming on. So I'll just get this shared out, and hopefully we get some people coming on. So I'll share it on my community tab, and we'll just see who we get. And it would be lovely if we did get some people here to view and to share their stories. But there's a few other live streams on, so you know, it's hard to say who we'll get. So just getting this out on my community tab, and hopefully we get some people here viewing. I'll get this also shared out onto Facebook, so if we get some people viewing there. Oh, hi there, David. Great to see you. Oh, hot and humid where you are in Montreal. So what's your current temperature? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Eric, that a lot of homes were ruined, and that's terrible news. I'll get this also shared out on Facebook, and hopefully we'll get somebody coming by here and saying hello to our live stream. It would be really wonderful if we did get a few more people here to watch. Oh, 31 Celsius. Oh wow, all their vehicle washed away, Eric. That sounds horrible. and current temperature here 54 degrees Fahrenheit, and for those of you who use Celsius, I'll have to get that converted. Oh, we see somebody coming by on a canoe, and actually they're running a real big risk with what's going on out on the streets here. So hopefully they don't get hauled in and be given a real fine old time. So I'll just get this converted. So 54 Fahrenheit to Celsius. We're looking at 12.2 degrees Celsius. For those of you who work on the metric system. Wife's birthday yesterday, David, and tomorrow is your anniversary. Wow! Well, congratulations to you both, and a belated happy birthday to your wife, and happy anniversary for tomorrow, and wishing you all the very best and some really very happy days there. You're welcome, most welcome, David. And yeah, we will be a bit slow on the shout outs here because the screen's not really showing up very well with just the angle of the light shining here. Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics. Hello, great to see you as well. And what have you been busy doing? And definitely this coffee's getting cool out here. I'm going to have to go and replenish that sooner or later. It's lukewarm at the moment. And of course we'll keep doing a few more shout outs. Just a few shout outs, and going to give a shout out to also Todd Autry, as he always gives me a shout out, and he's had a few lives recently, so I've caught up with him there. Oh yes, interesting there, Eric. No, I don't watch it. I'm sort of over all of that, and yeah, I'm just not watching it. I much rather watch everybody's YouTube videos, to tell you the truth. Oh well, that's good, David, that your country's team beat Sweden for gold in the women's football, so women's soccer, depending on what country you come from. As yeah, it's often called soccer here and soccer in the States and Canada, but of course our English friends call it football. Yeah, all very interesting, and yeah, I haven't even switched it on, to tell you the truth. I'm not really into sports anyway at the best of times, and I sort of won't speak of my thoughts of it going ahead when, you know, the rest of this country here where I'm located in is forbidden to travel abroad. Mosquitoes, not this time of year, or there's flies of course in the summer, a bit different to your black fly of course, but still very annoying and not very nice. There's like big blowflies, and you know, you don't certainly want them coming anywhere near your food, as they're quite yucky and quite horrible what they'll do to your food, of course. And of course mosquitoes in the warmer months, And of course there's a fly that bites called a March fly, and they come late summer, generally late summer, early autumn, and they bite and they're not very nice at all. No red ants down here. There's different species of black ants that really do get quite annoying, and you know, they can get into your house, or you know, into your fruits and vegetables and whatnot, and do a fair bit of damage. So please, you know, please do tell me about the different pests you all have too, because it's all most interesting. Oh, Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics, thank you so much for running that link. I really, really appreciate it. And, you know, things are really getting very, very, very difficult here, and, you know, there's sorts of jobs that I can get here are no longer available. You know, just jobs in shops or jobs in small restaurants, and they're all closed once again. And of course, if they do open up again, well, you know, they just rehire their existing staff, and none of them are taking on any extra staff because you know, they could be open a few days and then the government shuts them down again. Hal and Harry on the prairie. Hi there, great to see you. I haven't seen you here for a while, so really wonderful to see that. A coyote problem in parts of Canada. Wow. And I do watch a couple of channels who actually trap coyotes, and that's really quite interesting to watch those channels and watch those videos. So how are you today, Harry? And hopefully everything's going well for you on your farm, on your homestead farm. I must plug this power bank in too before we grind to a halt. And I do have a merchandise link down below, so if anybody would like to purchase my merchandise, please do check that out. And it's not really showing up very well the way this light is, but I have hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, leggings, and some bike shorts, and of course not just pink but many other colours. I just chose pink because I like pink, of course, but plenty of colours that would suit you guys as well as us ladies. And so please do check that out, and also a donation link down below. And you know, if somebody would like to support my channel in that way with a donation, even if it's $1 or $2, it would be really most appreciated. Too many deer in many places, so does that sort of contribute to the coyote population exploding? Oh wow, some people are feeding the coyotes. Yeah, that's no good, and of course that makes them even, you know, makes them dangerous around people and that sort of thing too. If people feed, you know, those animals, as you know, they lose all fear, and that probably even, you know, free feed for the bears and makes the bears probably more dangerous, and you know, not afraid of people and coming up around people as well. Oh yes, Harry, not be doctor and getting out much lately, doing okay. Sold all your weaning pigs except for one your son is keeping as a breeder. Wow, that's interesting. A few attacks too, David. Oh wow. And yeah, I guess, you know, people feeding them contributes to that problem, as you know, they lose fear of people, and you know, come up to where, you know, people live, or people relax or what have you, and cause all sorts of problems. Too many squirrels where you are? Yeah, no squirrels here. I haven't seen a squirrel for years. We used to have them in Thailand when I lived in Bangkok. There was a couple of species of squirrels, and oftentimes of an evening you'd hear one on the roof of the house, pop, 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 as they go across the roof. So, you know, they were really quite interesting. They were tiny, those squirrels in Thailand. Yeah, I've heard there's been a lot of really bad forest fires in Canada, and is it mainly in the west of Canada where the forest fires have been? And I've heard there's been a lot of forest fires also in the western and mountain states of United States also. So, you know, a lot of smoke haze problem from the fires, and a lot of homes and, you know, forests and everything getting burnt. So I have heard about that. Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics, thank you so much for running my merchandise link. And I do have two ranges on that one. There's just the merchandise link, and there's a Patriots link. Oh yes, David, Western Canada and Northern Ontario. Also even Ontario as well, forest fires. I hadn't heard that. I sort of heard it was mostly in the west, but you know, if you've had a lot of dry and hot weather, it doesn't sort of really amaze me. And speaking of merchandise, this Patriot range, on everything on my Patriot range, I don't know if you can see the sticker on the back, or the printing on the back, contains both a United States flag and a Canadian flag on all the Patriot range. So please do check that one out. Well, I'd love to, David, but they're not letting us leave this country. People who live in this country, residents or citizens, have to get actual special permission from the government to travel abroad. But you know, my big hope is once I leave, I won't be coming back here, and you know, I really want to live in the States. You know, I'd love somewhere with mountains, you know, Montana maybe, or Idaho maybe, would be lovely. Or, you know, the central to western part of the country. Or, you know, I've got a few channels I watch that are situated in Maine, of course, in the far east of the United States, and it certainly looks beautiful there as well. And I don't want to live sort of too far south where it gets rather hot, as you know, I'm finding the hot weather harder and harder to take as I get older. Yes, Idaho famous for potatoes. And I know there's a few homesteaders that I watch. Idaho also seems to be quite famous for a breed of pig or a breed of hog, so that's all very fascinating as well. Yeah, we can't leave. Yeah, they won't let us leave. yeah, I've set up a GoFundMe, which, you know, just to be able to leave here permanently and just, you know, set up a new home and set up a new life. I can't sort of share the link here because it's such a big long link for that. But I do have a post on the Facebook group, and I'll get that Facebook group up and I'll share that one if I can. What's Everyone Cooking Facebook group, and I hope I can share this. I don't know if I can share this or not on this device. Let's see if I can share that. Trying to remember how to share this link. Oh yes, we've got here a share link, so I'll just show you what this group looks like, and I'll share the link, and I'd love to get a few more members there if you are on Facebook. And I'll just share that link out. So getting this all open again and seeing if I can share this out. Oh, thank you, David. We'll see you later. And thank you so much for watching. And of course, goodbye in French. That's interesting. I did know that term, although I could never say it properly, I'm sure, because I don't have much knowledge of French. But it's all very interesting. And of course, you know, to say goodbye in Indonesian, I've got to try and remember now, Arielle-Viking. Basically, Arielle-Viking, I can't even remember. Never mind. Life with Rob. Hello Rob, great to see you, and thank you so much for watching, Rob. And I know Michelle would be watching on Real Life with Michelle and Rob, so thank you both for running this on both channels. I really appreciate that. And I'll just get this link up for What's Everyone Cooking Facebook group, and it's a great place where you can also advertise your own YouTube channels, your own videos, also post photos of, you know, all your different activities, not just cooking, but anything that's really, you know, interesting and family friendly. Please do share that out on What's Everyone Cooking. And yes, you can share your recipes and everything as well, but so much more than just cooking. So just running that link and sharing that one out, and please, you know, do check that one out. And this coffee's getting cold. I'm definitely going to have to go and refill my cup in a little while, but we'll wait 5 or 10 minutes and just, or maybe more, just see who comes on. And of course, please do share your stories out. And, you know, it would be really, really wonderful just to hear what everybody's been up to. And, you know, just makes me, or helps me forget all the rubbish going on here in this place, just to speak of something nicer. And just getting once again. And you know, it would be really, really, really lovely if we can get more people here joining in and more people sharing your stories. So who else do we have here watching? And of course, I don't always get the messages here on this thing. It sort of hangs up at times, so I have to refresh this thing at times. Oh, thank you, Bob. A short story of something whimsical from the past. Oh wow. I've got to try and think. I don't know if it's whimsical, but I could tell a story of the past when I was living in Indonesia. And of course, I learned to drive in Indonesia, so I do have a driver's license here, but I don't really drive here because I'm used to driving in Asia. But one day I was just driving around, you know, the main highways in Jakarta, and of course there's a huge big set of traffic lights, and it was a crossroad, two major highways or streets intersected. And of course, the way people drive in Jakarta is you've only got two speeds: stop and as fast as you can go. So just coming up to the traffic lights, I probably would have been driving at about, I don't know, 30 miles, 40 miles per hour, I guess. You know, the same speed as the rest of the traffic. And of course the traffic lights turned amber, and I wasn't going to stop, so I just booted it, you know, dropped the right foot to the floor, so to speak, and just absolutely booted it. And as I entered the intersection, the lights turned red. And of course on every intersection there was always at least one copper, often two, and they'd be just sitting waiting for people like me that ran red lights or anything like that, just to collect a few donations for themselves. So of course he's there with his light stick, pull over to the left, because of course Indonesia drives on the same side as England, Japan, most of Southeast Asia and Australia. So driving on the left side of the road, of course. So of course he waved me over, and of course, you know, down with the window at the time, and of course, you know, speaking in Indonesian, I say, hello officer, how much will it be today? And of course he said, that'll be 200,000 rupiah. And 200,000 rupiah, it's about 20 bucks US. Although with the exchange rate it might be a little bit more now, but at the time it was about 20 bucks US. And of course I said to him, no, I've got no money, how about 5,000 rupiah? Which, you know, that's about 50 cents. And of course he didn't want to go with that one, and he said, 100,000. No, I've got no money. I said, okay, I'll give you 50,000. How's that? Well, he was quite happy with that. So, of course, you know, put the 50,000, or, you know, $5 US note in your hand, you just shake his hand, and of course when he shakes your hand, he takes the cash and off you go. And you know, of course, you know, when you do that, there's no ticket or anything like that. And if you really did have no money, you'd opt to take a ticket, but you always did have a few notes in your purse for those little happenings. And yes, that's true, Rob, like with Rob. In most of Asia, red means stop, and stop means hard on the brakes. Amber or orange means boot it. And of course, once the lights turn green, if you're waiting at the lights, everybody straight away on the gas. As soon as the lights turn green, you just absolutely boot the gas. And you don't want to be sitting in the front row and a bit slow, because all the drivers behind you are booting the gas as well. So it's just quite interesting driving there. The homesteading pastor. Hello there, Pastor Lon. Great to see you, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. But you know, they'd say that the cops were corrupt in Indonesia, but I didn't find them to be too bad. And quite often I'd be out driving around, and you know, they'd pull me over to do a license check, insurance check, registration check, you know, all of that. And of course, you know, I'd show them all the papers and they were in order, so off you go. Not have to give them any money because everything was in order. And of course, they're not wanting to keep somebody too long, because they're wanting to catch somebody who, you know, can actually give them a little donation, or you know, some little infringement or what have you. And of course, you know, they're always happy to negotiate with for their donation, as they're wanting to catch the next person, of course. And thank you so much for that, Bob. This is just showing up here now. Oh yes, Rob, booting the gas, honking the horn and waving the finger, telling you how to pick it up. And a big thank you there, Kayla's Aquatics. I really appreciate that. Somebody flying around here. But you know, the funny thing is, you're driving around Indonesia, and of course it could be like a, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 lane road, and of course right on the left hand side, you know, they drive on the left, well, supposed to drive on the left, but you'd have to watch out for cars coming directly at you right on the left, because they actually drive wherever they can find a gap. So there will be traffic driving in the wrong direction, and of course, you know, if they're coming, they'll just flick their headlights onto high beam just to, you know, say, I'm coming. And of course, you know, tooting the horn. And of course, if you want to overtake somebody, you always give a quick toot on the horn just as you go to overtake somebody. So driving in Southeast Asia is really quite interesting. And at one stage I was living at a huge big apartment complex in Jakarta called Taman Rasuna, and I believe there's about 26 towers there now or something like that, and each tower is about 40 floors. So absolutely huge, and that's along, I guess you could call a main thoroughfare called side, and that also goes past the Australian Embassy. And basically no real speed limit, so when that road is quiet, you know, in the night or something like that, where there's not as many people, you could be driving basically through the middle of Jakarta at 80 or 90 miles per hour, and everybody's driving at that speed through the middle of Jakarta late at night. And I was living at that time, was one of the bombings at the Australian Embassy, and that would have been about a mile where I was living. And of course, you know, when that went off, it made a dirty big hole in the ground, and some people were killed. And a lot of us in the apartment, it was such a shock wave that we actually lost a lot of our windows. So that was quite interesting and a bit worrying. And of course, in those times when you'd go to the mall to do some shopping, or even, you know, going basically anywhere with car parking, they would do checks. And of course, you know, the mirror on the stick, looking under everybody's vehicles, checking everybody's bag as they're entering the premises. And that was just, you know, an everyday part of life while that was going on. So all very interesting. And that was about the time, I think it was about a couple of years after 9/11, I think, from memory. And of course, you know, the Bali incident, that sort of created a fair bit of tension also. And you know, everywhere where I'd walk around though, the general population, you know, seeing that I was obviously European, you know, Scandinavian looks, all the population would come up to me and they would apologise for what's been happening in the country, and you know, the attacks on Westerners. They would all apologise to me for that happening, and they're all, you know, very, very apologetic and very, very upset about those things that happened. And you know, the general population and most people in Indonesia are really very, very friendly and lovely people. And you know, with all these things that might have been happening in Jakarta at the time, I actually found it to be a far friendlier and nicer country to live than this one that I'm currently situated in. And of course, it was the time also when the Boxing Day tsunami happened, and it happened quite early in the morning, I think about 5 or 6 a.m. from memory. And of course, in Jakarta, being quite far away from where it happened, no earthquake, no tremors, nothing like that. But just, you know, the shock of just watching everything unfold on the news, what had happened, and 200,000 people washed away, disappeared from, you know, what happened there with the tsunami. And of course, I'd often be flying to Thailand or Malaysia or, you know, other Southeast Asian countries. And a few times we actually flew over Aceh, you know, the way the jet sort of loops around, and looking out the windows down at the ground far below, you just looked, everything was brown, everything looked horrible, and basically, you know, like a big dirty marshland, basically. Just how the countryside was all just flattened and washed away and destroyed by that. and it was really quite eye-opening to see that from 40,000, 30,000 feet above that. Oh yes, Rob, you're going to head to bed. It's been a long day. Good night, y'all. Well, thank you so much for watching here, Rob, and I hope I've satisfied those who wanted some stories. Not whimsical, but I'm sure probably quite interesting, you know, about places that many of you have probably never been to or even heard much about. And I hope you found that interesting. My housemate's little doggy, well, she's obviously woken up and letting everybody know, she's sitting out on the balcony, that she's awake and she's the boss and she's the queen of the castle. Because, you know, of course the balcony's up quite high, and I might just flip the camera around and give you a bit of a look at that, and we'll give you a bit of a look at the creek too before I think about getting myself another cup of coffee. So I'll just flip that around and we'll have a bit of a looky. So there's the balcony. That's on top of where I live. My housemate lives up there, and of course, seeing if I can, oh yes, there's her little doggy Angel, and she's a real sweetie. I know everybody would like to, was wanting to see Angel, so we'll just go and have a bit of a look down at the creek now. And this was all underwater a couple of days ago, but it's dropped down now and it's low tide. And this creek is tidal and runs parallel to the beach, and the beach here, it's about 400 yards back from where I'm situated. So just giving you all a look at the creek, and there's one or two people out walking along the walking trail for their allowed 2 hours exercise. And there's only 4 or 5 reasons that they're allowing us to leave our homes. And one of those is 2 hours exercise per day, no more than that. 1 trip, 1 person per household shopping. Not allowed to travel further than 3 miles from your home address unless you have necessary work. And of course, you know, the definition of necessary work is very, very limited. And, you know, things such as like mum and pop stores, small businesses, that sort of thing is not seen as being essential. So we'll just set this back up again. I hope I've got this aimed pretty well. I might see if I can shift this around a little bit. Getting out of the sun on the camera a little. And see what messages I've missed. Oh, that's no better, I don't think. I'll move it again. And yeah, the sun's always a bit of a problem at this time of day, so that's why I'm often running my live streams a bit earlier. Oh, that's so far away. We may have to just put up with that. Arielle-Viking. But we'll see what we've missed. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat now. Marine life down here. Well, there's some. I've got to get back into fishing, but that's another activity that's not allowed at the moment with what's going on. So I've got to get back into fishing though, and I've got to buy some fishing gear for that. It's all very expensive, so I don't know when I'll be getting a fishing pole. I did fish many years ago when I was younger, and I haven't done it for years, so it's something I'd like to, you know, get back into and do some more of course, as it was really an enjoyable pastime, as well as the bonus of, you know, catching some fish. Yeah, it's approximately 8 miles to the closest grocery store where you are. Yes. Well, I think if somebody lives more than 3 miles from the closest grocery store, well then there is an exemption for that, of course. But of course, you know, here in this city, everybody's got a grocery store within 3 or 4 miles, so so they don't give you any reason or any exemption for that. And of course, you know, there's often like some markets and things and farmers markets where food is cheaper, but of course, them being more than 3 miles away, I'm not allowed to go there and shop there. You've got to go to your closest shopping centre. So, you know, if there was 2 shopping centres, one 1 mile away and another one 2.5 miles away, you're actually mandated that you must go to the closest one of 1 mile away and not the one a bit further on. So, you know, it's all very, you know, authoritarian. Are there any grocery delivery services? Oh, yes, there is. But of course, if I ordered groceries online, I may have to wait 3 or 4 days before I got them, as they're inundated with orders, of course, as you could imagine, and they just don't have enough delivery people and capacity to actually deliver the increased amount of online deliveries. And of course, takeout, well, you know, Uber and the like are all very busy delivering takeout, such as KFC or Mickey D's or Burger King or what have you, or Pizza Hut. So of course, you know, Uber and Uber Eats and the like are all probably doing quite well out of this. But the mom and pop restaurants and mom and pop small businesses are all closed down, so and a lot of those won't ever open again. Each time it happens, more and more just go out of business. So, you know, it's all very, very, very sad and very, very difficult here, and it's not going to get any better. And of course, you know, a lot of those firms But, you know, where before great providers of jobs are no more in business, so, you know, those jobs are all gone. And of course, quite, as we probably all know, quite a big segment of the employee market here is small business. And it's small business that's really been hit very hard by all of this. So a lot of jobs, they just won't ever reappear as you know, the small businesses are closing their doors permanently, and you know, they just cannot hang on. And you know, just watching the news last night, another whole round of restaurants have had to throw out stock and throw out food that they'd had bought for the weekend to be, you know, to serve in their restaurants or what have you. They've had to throw a lot of, you know, fresh produce out that just won't keep. So, you know, such waste with all of this. And those that can are running, you know, takeout services, and of course, you know, using Uber Eats and those sorts of companies, you know, to deliver, but not everyone can do that. And of course, you know, cafes, they're takeout only, and people don't really want to go to a cafe just to get a cup of coffee and a piece of cake and then take it home. You know, you might as well just buy the coffee yourself, the ground coffee yourself, and make it at home yourself, because a big part of going to a cafe is actually sitting with friends and having a bit of a chat over a cup of coffee. So that's all been lost and is gone now. But anyways, we probably shouldn't speak of these things too much, but I think it's good just to, you know, share, you know, what's going on in different parts of the world, of course, and all of that. I'm just checking everything here and saying that I haven't missed anything, and you know, we'll get on to sharing some more of our stories and chatting. And of course, you know, any other interesting stories that you'd like to hear, I'm glad to share those as well. Oh yes, that's true, Harry. Yes, yes, the huge corporations. But of course, here now, even Kmart and the like is closed. But of course, you know, they have their online sales, and I've really been pushing that more and more, their online sales. So of course, you know, those corporations will keep going, but less and less jobs, of course, because you know, if they're selling everything online, well, they don't have any need of shop assistants or cashiers or you know, stock shelf restockers or anything like that. So of course, you know, that impacts on jobs, of course, because they can run an online store with a lot less employees. And of course, you know, the big chain stores have also closed quite a few locations, you know, due to all of these lockdowns, as they concentrate more and more and more on online sales. But of course, you know, their profit doesn't go down with all of that, and with having to pay electricity and having to lease or buy less, you know, storefront locations. Of course, you know, that does bring their costs down, and there's been a number of them closing down their major storefronts and then just opening, you know, instead of just one online store location or warehouse location where they handle their online sales. So that also really impacts the number of jobs that are available for normal people. But anyways, who else do we have here with us still? And of course, you know, I'd love to hear a few more of your stories and for you to share your stories and life experiences. It would be really, really wonderful just to hear of, you know, happier occurrences from around the rest of the world. And of course, as we wait here for me to get some more comments, I'm going to run up and get myself another cup of coffee, as I get quite a dry mouth with all this yapping. So I'll be back in a minute just to fill my coffee up. So another cup of coffee, and I'll see what I've missed here and who's come on and what you've had to say. Yes, that's so true, Harry. Yes, it does mean that, and you know, I don't think it's a good thing. But yeah, that's really so true. So, who do we have here still with us? Harry, of course. And I guess a few of you have probably gone to bed, which you know, it's probably getting quite late where you all are. So we'll just see who else is on, and I'll have another drink of this coffee. And please do share this live stream out, and you know, if we get a few more people coming on, it would be really, really lovely. And are you still with us, Troy, or you've had to go? And of course, while we're here, we're going to give another shout out, if we can, to Page Family Homestead, our journey back. So just see if we can get their channel up. I hope I'm running the right link here. Page Family Homestead, our journey back, and Andy's been having quite a few health issues with his cancer diagnosis, so please do keep Andy Page in your thoughts and prayers, and also his wife Peggy, who has a big and important job ahead of her as Andy's carer. So please do keep them both in your thoughts and prayers. Don't know if you can see this with the way the light's shining. But please, if you're not subscribed to their channel, please check them out and subscribe and smash that little bell for them and tick all alerts. Watch their videos in full. Run their playlists and give them plenty of thumbs up and nice comments, and tell them that Ariella sent you, and that would be much, much, much appreciated. So we'll just get this up and we'll see what we've missed here. Who's coming on? And current time here, we're just on 12 midday, so those who are still here with me, what time is it where you all are? And current temperature here 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and does look like there's rain coming later in the day, although I don't think it'll be for a little while yet. At 1 p.m. we're looking at a 12% rain, 12% chance of rain, but I don't see that coming quite so early yet, as there's some clouds in the sky, but they're all fairly high clouds, and maybe a couple of hours or so it'll be raining. And at 2 p.m. in 2 hours time, a 57% chance of rain. So it looks like early to mid-afternoon it'll be quite rainy here, according to the weather report. Oh, I'm sorry you can't see that. The way the light's shining here, it doesn't look like it'll be raining here for a little while yet, but I guess it could quite easily change and we get all that. Unpaved Explorer, hello, great to see you, and thank you so much, John, for coming by. And we're just on midday here on Saturday. I think it's 12:03 or something like that, so just on midday. And for everybody who's new on, please check out the links down below in the description. I have a donation link if anybody would like to donate and help my channel out in that way. And donations go towards filming equipment, ring lights, power banks, tripods, cameras, and all those different things that are needed to run a YouTube channel, as well as a merchandise link. And if you love my channel, I'd really appreciate you to buy some merchandise and advertise my channel in that way. And my merchandise store is through Teespring, and I have their stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, leggings, cups, glasses, some phone covers for Samsung and iPhone, and of course I am wearing one of the hoodies from my merchandise store. And Teespring do a wonderful job of printing, and their clothing is top quality and not made in a certain country that I won't mention. This top was made in Honduras, which is really interesting, and really quality work, and they're based in the United States. Excuse me. Oh, I seem to cough and my nose runs when I go live. Funny how that is. And I am running this live stream a bit later today because I was up very early this morning at 3 AM to run a premiere on a multi-tool and knife sharpener review. So if you haven't seen that, please do check that video out and share that one out. I'd love to see a video go viral on my channel, but it doesn't seem to be happening. But it would be lovely, you know, if a video went absolutely ballistic and got lots and lots and lots of views. It would be lovely. So please do share that out as well. And thank you so much for running that link for me. me, Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics. I really appreciate that. And my housemate's little doggy, she's got a Maltese, is up on the balcony letting us all know that she's the queen of the castle. And we may have a bit of a look and see if we can see her up there. I might just flip the camera around and we'll see if we can see her sitting up there, as I know everybody loves to see little dogs. So we'll just have a bit of a flip around with the camera and see if we can get her in the screen. So that's upstairs of where I actually live. And of course my housemate's little doggy out there telling everybody who's boss. And we'll go and have a bit of a look at the creek, as I know everybody likes to look at that, and probably prefer looking at that than looking at me. And it is a little bit muddy down here, so I've got to be careful walking around. I should have some hiking boots for this, shouldn't I? But I guess it's about mid-tide at the moment. But this was all underwater here a day or two back. And of course I know everybody likes to see this creek, so it's situated at the bottom of my garden, and on the other side of the creek there's a public walking trail. So I'll just put this back. Add some flowers coming on this ornamental plum tree or prunus tree. So spring is just around the corner. I must get some photos of that later. Those little flowers are quite pretty. But I'll set this back down and we'll go back to our chat and just see what I've missed. And hopefully I've got this aimed. Oh, not quite yet. Trying to aim myself that I'm in the middle of the screen, and I've sort of got it flipped around that it doesn't sort of show everything back to front, so it does make it a bit interesting just to set up again. Definitely needing this coffee out here, and I'll get this up and running again and just see what I've missed here. And thank you so much, Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics, for running that multi-tool video link. I really appreciate that. I've only ever seen tiny fish down here, John, but I'm sure there must be some bigger fish in that creek. They probably sit somewhere where there's a bit of cover, I guess, because I often see a cormorant here or a few cormorants here fishing, so there's got to be some larger fish, because they won't be going just for the tiny fish of only an inch long that I've seen in the water. must get some fishing gear and do that. But of course I can't afford any fishing gear or a fishing license at the moment, so that'll have to wait till the future. But I have fished in the past, and it's something I used to do when I was young quite often, and I haven't been fishing for years, and I really would like to take it up again. It's a great pastime, and you know, just so relaxing just to sit and wait for a fish to bite, and also the added bonus of maybe catching yourself a lovely fresh meal. So, you know, that's something I've got to take up again someday. And you know, if YouTube was kind to me and I had a video go viral, I might be able to take up fishing again. But you know, it would need a video with an awful lot of views. And of course my housemate's doggy up there that I showed you just before, she's letting everybody know that she's boss and she's queen of the castle. So she's definitely letting all the neighbourhood dogs know that she's awake and she's around. So I see we've got 4 on, so that's brilliant. And please don't forget, if you haven't done so already, please do give me a thumbs up on this live stream, and you know, it helps tell YouTube that people really want to see my live streams and see my videos. So hopefully they share it out a lot more and I get a lot more views. And I must have a look to see how long we've been running. Let's see how long we've been running. Probably an hour or so. Oh, an hour and 30 minutes. And I'll probably be back for a live stream tomorrow. You know, which will be Sunday morning for me, but of course Saturday night for most of you, my viewers. And of course I will do my Sunday evening live stream, which is Monday morning for me here. And you know, with lockdown going on here, there's not really that much else that I can do anyway, so I might as well go live again. Oh, hi there, Matt. Great to see you back here. And I did sleep in a little bit today. I started my live stream, I guess about 2 hours later than I normally do, as I was up at 3 AM this morning to premiere a video, and the multi-tool video that Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics so kindly ran the link on this chat for. So please do check that one out and watch that one if you haven't seen that one already. And please do share that one out with all your family and friends, and that would also be much appreciated. And you know, if you've got community tabs, share that out there too, would be much appreciated. And if anybody ever needs watch hours or they want some videos shared out of their own, please do let me know. And you know, I often will run people's live streams or run people's playlists in this second device, and also we'll share some videos out on my community tab and the What's Everyone Cooking Facebook group, and you know, I'm always only too happy to share out other people's videos and other channels, just to, you know, help everybody else out and share the love around. And Ariel though, an indoor fish swap hobbyist tomorrow. Wow, that sounds really, really cool and really interesting. And yes, as Matt said, it would be cool to video that. I'd love to see a video of that. And it would be really, really brilliant. And any of you, if you haven't already, please do check out this Facebook group and join up there, and I'll run the link. And a great place for you to share out your videos and your channels. What's everyone cooking? But it's not just about cooking, but anything that's interesting. Please do share it out there, and I'll run the link of that and share that out. And I'd always love to see more posts there from everybody else, and, you know, just more members, and just to, you know, get that group with more people, and more content would be really, really lovely. So if you're on Facebook, please do check that group out and join up there and share all your content. And I always welcome more posts from my members there, so please do so with that. Well, this coffee gets cold rather quick out here, but I've probably been sitting with it quite a while, if you think about it too. Arielle-Viking. And also here in the chat, if you have your own videos or own channels, or friends' videos or friends' channels that you wish to share out, please do so here as well. And, you know, it's just a great opportunity during these lives just to shout out other channels and other people's videos, and you know, share some of the love around, and hopefully, you know, get everybody a few more views and a few more followers. So who else do we have here still with us? And we just have a couple going past on some canoes, so they just gave a nice wave as they went past, so nice to see that there's somebody getting out. Oh, awesome, Matt. Oh yes, good night. Yeah, I guess it's probably bedtime for you. Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics, and yeah, wishing you a great evening and a wonderful weekend to come. And that indoor fish swap meet certainly does sound interesting. And I'll probably be running here for a little while yet, as there's not much else I can do here, so you know, I'll probably run for another 30 minutes before I call it a day. But, you know, really, really wonderful to see you all, and I really appreciate everybody who's come on here. And of course I will be back tomorrow, probably at my usual time, not a couple of hours later like I did today. Oh yes, that's a good question, Matt. John, are you going live? I'll keep an eye out, and if I can catch you going live, I will, John. And you did say you got your hours, is that right, John? And I'm really glad to hear that you've been able to get your hours. Oh, we are clouding up here a bit, so maybe the rain is coming. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's wonderful, and thank you for joining that Facebook group. And you know, if you've got videos or you want to share your channel out, or you know, cooking photos, fishing photos, hiking photos, anything of interest, please do share it out there as well. And I think I've got about 109 followers or something like that there, so there is sort of, you know, potential for a few views there, of course. And of course it would be lovely, you know, please do share that group out and invite your friends there as well. And you know, if we can get everybody's photos and videos and channel shared out even wider, that's all a really wonderful thing. And of course, you know, I like to see a lot more interesting posts on the Facebook group, and you know, if we could get everybody posting there, that would be really, really wonderful. It's mostly just me posting there at this stage, and I'd love to see everybody else post there and share out your photos and videos and content as well. Oh, Jen, hello Jen, great to see you, and thank you for coming by here. And current time here, 12:25 p.m. on Saturday, and I'm not sure how much longer I'll go here. It is starting to cloud up here, so probably going to be some rain coming later. And checking the temperature, we're on 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's saying at 2 p.m. we've got a 57% chance of rain, so it seems like we've got some rain coming today, so probably won't sit out here too much longer. Thank you, Jen, for the thumbs up. I much appreciate that. And please do feel free to run your own channel link here, Jen, and you know, I'll give a shout out. Everybody please check out Jen's channel and show her channel some love, and you know, share out her videos and give her plenty of thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. And I do have a lot of people who run my live streams after the event, so if you're one of those who watches my live streams after, please do run the chat replay and check the links that we share in the chat. And this coffee's getting cold very quickly. Yeah, I'm going to have to make another cup of coffee a bit later on, but I'll wait until after the live stream for that one. And of course I'll be back live again tomorrow and also on Sunday, and I'll run those live streams at about the normal time of when I do run my live streams. As today I did sleep in a little bit and running it 2 hours later than normal. Sleeping in because I was awake at 3 AM just to premiere another video on my channel, so you know, a bit of a break in my sleep time just to make sure that I'm in the chat room for the premiere. So I thought, oh, I'll sleep in this morning for something a little bit different. Yes, Jen, well, yeah, usual. The city is in lockdown again, so it's all very, very, very depressing here. But we won't speak of that too much, and rather speak of something nice than that. So how are you today, Jen? And I'm guessing what's it, about 10:30 AM on Saturday morning where you are? This breeze is starting to spring up a little bit too, so I guess that weather, it's not that far away. Sounds like there's somebody out on the street driving around, and of course the street out the front of the house is all very quiet today. Not many people driving around. There's the dreaded lockdown, so not really that much traffic noise here. Much less than a normal Saturday. So I'll go and have a bit of a look just to see how long I've been running here, and see how much longer I'll run here with this live stream. And you know, the weather may chase me inside anyway if it starts raining here soon. One hour 46, so yeah, I might run another 15 minutes, make it a 2-hour live stream, and then call it a day. So I'll just refresh all of this because sometimes I miss a lot of messages and chat because the devices hang up. So I'll just refresh this thing again and see if anybody else has come by here. Oh no, we're all looking fairly quiet. And I guess a lot of you have had to go to bed and call it a day, as it's probably getting quite late for a lot of you. And I thought Jocelyn might have been along, but she must be busy, which, you know, I definitely do understand. And we'll have a bit of a look at the creek, and then we will sort of start to wind down and call it a day. And of course I will be back tomorrow for a live stream, and then back for my Sunday evening live stream, which of course is Monday morning here. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a look at the creek, and then we'll think about signing out for the day, and I'll have to think about making myself some lunch, of course. It's just on 12:33 p.m. here on a Saturday. So we'll have a bit of a look at the creek, and then we'll say goodbye to everybody and call it a day. Oh, and we can see the clouds are coming here, and it's starting to get quite cloudy, so it was fairly clear skies when I started this live stream, so I think there's definitely some weather coming. And I thought there might have been some ducks, but there's no ducks around here today at the moment, so it's all fairly quiet. And there's a couple of drops of rain here already, so yeah, we might be ending this live stream pretty soon. And this creek, it's at the bottom of my garden, and on the other side of the creek there's a public walking trail. So we'll get back to where I was sitting, and I'll check any messages and then get ready just to end the live stream for the day, and of course get myself some dinner. Oh no, lunch actually. Arielle-Viking. I'm thinking of all of your time zones. And we've been running 1 hour and 52, so another 5 minutes just to say goodbye to everybody, and then we'll call it a day. And of course before this rain starts, because yeah, it's starting to drip here. If you haven't already, please do give me a thumbs up, and you know, it helps my numbers and my algorithm, and tells YouTube that people really do want to watch my live streams and watch my videos, so please do share that out. And if you haven't done so and you're on Facebook, please check out the group What's Everyone Cooking? And it's not just about cooking, but you could share like outdoors videos, fishing videos, outdoors photos, family photos, fishing, whatever you'd like to share, and you know, help share out your channel and get a few more followers and a few more viewers. And I appreciate more posts on that group if you would like to post, and I'll run the link for that. What's Everyone Cooking? And of course, not just about cooking, but so much more. So I'll just run that group link, and please do check that one out. So just so we can get that up. What's Everyone Cooking, and just running the link there now and sharing that one out. And of course I'm getting ready to end this live stream for the day before it starts pouring with rain. And yeah, it is definitely going to rain here in a little bit, so you know, probably, you know, means that we'll end things fairly soon. And we've been running an hour and 55. And also, please do check out my merchandise link down below, where you could get a hoodie just like this one. And of course I do have other colours, not just pink, so there's plenty for you guys as well as us ladies. And also on my merchandise store, which is through Teespring, you can find cups, glasses, drink bottles, stickers, t-shirts, leggings, and also heavy-duty phone covers for iPhone and Samsung phones. So lots there, so please do check that one out. And you know, that would be much appreciated. Oh yes, definitely looks like rain coming here very soon. So who is still here with us? As you know, we'll say goodbye in a couple of minutes time, so just waiting on a few messages and then we'll wind it up for the day. So yeah, another 3 minutes and then we'll end this live stream. definitely starting to cool down a little bit here. The neighbourhood dogs letting themselves be heard, so interesting. So it's looking like everybody's dropped out here, so we will call it a day and wish everybody a wonderful weekend, and wishing God's blessing on you all, and stay safe, and everybody have a happy weekend. And I'll be back tomorrow for my Saturday evening live stream, and I'll start that at about the usual time of when I start my live streams. So everybody take care, God bless, and until next time, bye bye.